Hey guys, welcome back to another Building Kashyyyk weekly segment. So guys, this week we are definitely going to take a look at some more building that I was able to get done over the week. Not too much, but definitely some really good advancement and some big parts. Got some dark green laid down, and I started layering some brown over that to really get that kind of jungle-ish ground feeling. Now plantery and all that stuff will come later, but I needed to get that dark green and brown sort of area sort of situated. That way I can finally start working on the beginning of what's going to be a very tall mountain or mountainous terrain. So that had to be done. Tree has gone up quite a bit, or a little bit I should say, not quite a bit, but enough that you're starting to see that kind of curve and whatnot. And bricklink quarters, we got a lot of those that came in. I even got some more, can't really see it too well, but I got some more Kashyyyk troopers. I got 50 more. I just ordered the Kashyyyk troopers separately because if you guys go back and look at Kashyyyk from Star Wars Episode 3, the actual film, you'll notice that you don't actually see any of the other troopers. It's mainly just the Kashyyyk scout troopers, and you don't see any of the actual like clone troopers. So I want to stick to that primarily. We're going to have more of those than we are going to have the actual troopers, the other troopers that you get in the battle packs. So that's why I actually bought these separately. And then some other cool things is we've actually started expanding a little bit into the water area, so we'll take a look at that. A lot of you have been asking, hey, why don't you fill in that water and stuff? The reason why I haven't filled in this entirely is one, because it's hard to get the amount of studs I need right now. That's actually being fulfilled. I actually had somebody donated me their blue studs, and that's how I was able to start a little bit on the water. So I was very curious of a fan. He wanted to be credited unknown. So I do want to thank you, dude, for donating your 8,000 studs of transparent blue coloredness. So thank you if you're watching. But again, he was named unknown, and he didn't want to be credited, so just a fan donated his studs, and that's how I was able to continue put some water in and show that. So guys, without ado, let's get right into the video right now.
Alright guys, so let's get right into it. So basically I'm still in the middle of it, but here is what the dark green is looking like being attached to the beach. Now obviously it looks very strange how it's just like droop, and it's kind of just like very bold and edgy. Don't worry about that. It's actually sand's gonna go over top of this, and it's gonna all blend together. There's a lot of blending in colors to be done between the two, so it'll look like its sequence will match its color change. You'll have to just see what I have in mind for this, but trust me, it looks edgy and very blocky, I guess you could actually say, but that's gonna change. So here's what it's looking right now, and we're gonna go ahead and continue going up here. You can see how I'm putting these plates down, same way I did with the tan plates here. Just put it right there and continue it all the way down. You may notice I have a kind of pattern here, right here. The reason why I'm doing this is to just save bricks. It has the same stability as if they were just stacked on top of each other like that right there. So it's just a way of saving bricks right here. And again, let's just keep on continuing downwards. Alright guys, so it's been an hour, and I have pretty much finished putting down the dark green, not dark gray, and it's looking really great actually. You can see it's really shiny new Lego because it's reflecting right there, so that's really cool. But now it's time to start putting some terrain down, and yeah. Now you can see I left it a little like unfinished on the end, not only because I actually ran out of these plates right here. I'm all out of them now. But because I needed some extra space to figure out where exactly I want to start the mountain terrain. Plus I want to kind of slope it up a little bit. So that's why I left it a little endy, but kind of left it a little open on the end. But overall, it's looking really great. I think the dark green looks really good, and it kind of definitely meshes together with everything else. So yeah. Again, definitely gonna need some blending probably to solve with these edgy lines right here, right like that. Like this is a bad example, but sort of like this. But yeah, so looking cool. Really looking forward to where it heads on from here. But yeah. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and move on. Alright guys, so moving on. Here's what I've done on the tree. Now it might not look like too much of a big height difference, but the real work was really just getting the inside filled in and getting it to be a really sturdy structure, and making sure it was built sturdy and whatnot. But with the work I have done on the outside, it really is looking really cool. I'm really enjoying how it's looking so far. It's got a really good tree look. Basically what I'm trying to do is it's going this way. It's actually, instead of going just this way, it's kind of going this way, so it'll go like kind of like at a weird side direction this way. Kind of, yeah, basically just going that direction. But you can see some really cool work has been done on the tree, and I'm really liking it. I really am, and I'm definitely going to continue working on it. And yeah, so I'm building every time I build a new layer right here. I'm building this up because I kind of learned my lesson. Some things kind of were breakable down here, and so I had to fix a lot of that structure issue. But that has been fixed, and yeah, so that is the progress on the tree. I think it looks really great, especially when you're down in like this view, like minifigure height view. It's gonna look really cool when you start like coming up and up and up, and stuff like that. And pretty soon I'm gonna start using these pieces. For example, say I have like this right here, two things like that, and well, we'll just say like extending like kind of like this, and then we'll just say we take put something like this. I don't know, this is bad. But a smaller version of this, basically, like right here. You can kind of imagine that, just a much smaller version. You'd be just kind of chilling right here on the side. But yeah. Anyhow, yeah. So cool advancements in this, and it's looking pretty darn good. So without ado, guys, let's go ahead and move on. All right, guys. So the last thing we're gonna finish up this week's segment is you can see some of the water as it has been filled in here and over here. Now, I'm not so on the dark blue. It's kind of just an experiment. I think I'm gonna start like blending it in more, kind of like brushing them together to create like more of a flow. Because right now it just looks like there's a line of water. So I'm probably gonna like mix it together like this, and kind of get some more in the mix here. Kind of get that mix type of thing going on there, so that way it flows evenly in. And the dark blue is only going to be just on the smidge of this end, kind of coming sharp in this direction, because if you look how the border is of the sand, it's that's how I'm kind of go with the water. Yeah. So taking a look over here, you'll see this is pretty much exactly what I had in mind. They have the light studs filled in like this, and then right here I put the trans clear right here because it's obviously making waves when washing up on the beach, and I think it looks really good. Just how everything is kind of flowing in. We move this stuff right here. By the way, I do have some of you are asking about Kashyyyk vehicles. I have the Wookiee Catamaran. I have 2 of them, and I have like 5 of these, and a bunch of Corporate Alliance tanks, a bunch of George gunships. So I'm all good there. But yeah, just moving some of this stuff aside, you can see a really good flow into here. you know, coming into here, and then you have like all the dark green over here. It's kind of good flowing going in here, and then right here, you know, we're gonna put maybe some more dark tan to mix in with brown, which will go to this dark green. Maybe we'll mix in some other colors, but yeah, so a lot of experimenting to go on, but yeah. Also, I found I had a lot of these right here. These are extremely expensive to get in a lot of quantities, so if you ever have a lot of these, you're really lucky, because at least in this green color, it's really hard to get a lot of them. So yeah. So anyhow, looking really great. Water is coming together pretty well. I actually have some more trans blue studs. I actually want to just wait though, to get some more trans clear in this color blue before I continue with adding more water. Last thing is, I got all of these studs. Somebody, a fan, actually donated 8,000 studs, and as you can see, this is what filled up 8,000. What's here, here, and right there. That's 8,000 studs. So you can see, like, it's at least, like, you know, 20,000+ studs that need to be filled in right here. So you can see why the waiting game on the water is there. But it does really give a great, better idea of Kashyyyk and how it's really looking. And yeah, so again, right here, this real corner right here is a really great example of what we're trying to push into. And it's starting, you know, if we can continue this all the way down here, this is going to look really, really cool. I guarantee you that. But yeah. And another thing is, like, I'm kind of questioning the Kashyyyk wall, at least its height, because you know, you have I've seen all this open area. I'm like, well, this is a great battle area. You can have like some forest battles and stuff. So I might make the Kashyyyk wall a bit smaller, redesign it. We'll see about that, and haven't made my decision on that. But yeah, so guys, a lot of great progress here. Got all the dark green down, tree expanded, got some water, and found some more goodies. And right here, I got 2 more bags of these guys right here, the Scout Troopers. So that's really cool as well. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and end the video off. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. We went over quite a bit. Some good stuff. Definitely got a good segment out of this week. Now you may notice, you know, I could probably done a little bit more, but reason being is because I'm actually working on a couple other things for the channel. So if you notice, you know, a little bit slow down, it's because I was just working on some other things. Another thing is today being April 4th. It's the day the new Captain America movie comes out. So you may notice my shirt, gotta have that Captain America going on. And actually, hopefully pretty soon, if not now, but pretty soon I will be releasing a video on my custom Lego Captain America figures. I have 2 of them, Falcon and Captain America himself. So that'll be a cool new video coming out soon. But yeah, back to Kashyyyk. So funds have been limited quite a bit now, because and when I'm saying funds, I'm talking about getting more Bricklink orders. I already have a lot of parts, probably enough to last me for quite a long time. But any specific part I might need, we'll just have to wait. Like say I'm building and I ran out of that piece, I need more of it. They may have to wait. So because I have an upcoming convention that I'm going to, Philly Brick Fest, and that comes as a priority. So I have to, all of my funds have pushed that way, and kind of I don't have as much spending area for this type of stuff. So it kind of sucks at this part of the year when other funds are going to other places and whatnot. So that's why you'll see a little bit less Bricklink orders, but I'll try my best and experiment on prototypes and continue building with the parts I do have, which I have quite a bit, and I think it should last me. But in case I need any part that's necessary, I may just have to wait. We'll just have to see what happens. So yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Pay very close attention to the channel, because there's a lot of great new content that's actually going to be coming pretty soon. I'm working on right now a new weekly segment to go along with this weekly segment. Some more details on that will be coming out very soon, so look forward to that. So guys, that's it for this weekly segment. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. That really helps. And of course, share the video. Get this around with your friends. That's a huge thing as well.
and subscribe. That's actually probably the biggest. That way you can follow all of these Kashyyyk videos, and again, there's going to be some new videos coming out here soon as well. So it's really important that you stay subscribed and that you do subscribe if you haven't already, because trust me, you won't regret hitting that little button down there. It really does help. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have a great and wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next segment. Bye bye.